What's going on YouTube? Mixture Man here. So right now I'm going to be checking out the new movie for Ice Age. It is actually the sixth installment in the Ice Age franchise. I mean, I know they made many movies, but this is like the sixth installment for the movie franchise, and it is called The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. Now I'm not so sure about the movie. There wasn't really much to um, show in the previews I remember watching, and I know the animation's off, which is kind of disappointing to me. None of the original cast members are returning to voice their roles, like Queen Latifah for Ellie or Ray. I forgot his last. I'm drawing a blank on what his last name is. Ray, for Manny. I'm forgetting his name again for Diego, and whatever. The only guy that's actually returning is the guy that voices Buck. Simon Pegg, I believe, is his name. I know the first name is Simon. I think Pegg is his last name. That he's the only one returning. I could be wrong. Maybe another original voice actor or two are returning. But when I looked at the casting list, Simon Pegg was the only one returning to voice Buck. So it's a little disappointing to me. It probably because is because I feel like they had a low budget to make this film, because not only of what the animation looks like, not only that the original voice actors could not return, because I feel like they would have liked to return, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't. All of them did not want to return. I don't know what to think of this movie. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't think I'm gonna like it as much as I did like the first three, because the fourth one I thought was enjoyable and okay. The fifth one I thought was, again, enjoyable, but the worst in the entire Ice Age franchise. I still enjoyed it. I've still watched it a few times actually since it was released, like after it was done in theaters. I did see it in theaters actually. I've seen only the first one. I did not see in theaters because I was too young at the time to really know what Ice Age was. But I did see the second, third, fourth, and fifth one in theaters. Love all the Ice Age movies. They're all really enjoyable. Even though I say the fifth one's the worst one, I still enjoy it, and I think it was funny, and I love the Ice Age franchise. I grew up watching them. But enough talking. Let's check out this movie. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it, but I don't think I'm gonna like it as much as I do the first three. It might be better than the fifth one actually, which is called Collision Course. I might like this one better than this one because it has dinosaurs in it, and I love dinosaurs. But enough talking. Let's check out the movie. I really like that they mentioned all the events of the previous films. That I really like that. Really good start so far to the movie. Uh-oh. This man's dabbing in his ice sculpture. I can't. Oh my god. Oops. Usually Scrat's the one that F's up mountains or whatever, or the earth.
I'll do it later, dear. I promise.
Avalanche. Did you say Isolanche? Yeah, they're liking it.
I feel like I'm about to crush you like a grape.
That's good. Breakthrough. Okay, look.
Why is he mad at Sid? I know Sid's annoying, but he should be mad at Crash and Eddie.
It's time for us to move out and make
I'm sorry, it's distracting that it's not the original voice casting, because I could totally tell it's not them. Even if I didn't read the casting list before this movie, I would have told on the spot that it was not the original voice actors. Oh shit. She launched him. I'm liking this flashback sequence.
And when we lost her,
Aww. Obviously, they're gonna go back to her towards the end of the movie. So, because I feel like this movie takes place between the events of Dawn of the Dinosaurs and Continental Drift.
Did you hear that? We've got nothing to worry about since we got 9 lives. Oh, come on. Everyone knows that's dogs. Oh.
What? Stupid man. Stupid Crash and Eddie. Field goal. Those eggs that look like they look like eggs, possible the eggs that the baby T-Rexes hatched from in Dawn of the Dinosaurs. That's new.
Ellie told us never.
I guess we're not going to see Scrat in this movie.
Like I haven't heard that a million times. Does this brain look
Aye.
to you? Holy moly, that's huge! Seriously,
That's what she said.
I'm surprised there isn't
Um,
going around it.
the-
That kind of reaction used to hurt.
I don't know why, but
I was afraid
he kind of it's kind of reminded me of a MODOK a little bit just because of the brain size.
My brain.
Yeah, I remember seeing that character in the I guess you could say thumbnail on before I clicked play on this movie. Is it? I wonder if it's a female weasel or I guess you could say a love interest for Buck.
Because she was so young. And also because she's a squash. Buck, I know you like living alone here with
So maybe this movie takes place after the events of
a couple of free pumpkins.
Collision Course, because I think if I remember correctly, that pumpkin or whatever squash was in Collision Course.
I'm gonna find a way to get you back home. Maybe we can help you stop Orson. Dude, up top.
Oh no! So since this movie takes place after the events of Collision Course, I wonder where Peaches is. I mean, she might have moved out like she said she was going to with her significant other at the end of the previous one.
Wait a minute.
Oh no!
We defeated Orson that day, but at great cost.
They had their own little end game.
To keep the Lost World safe,
Whoa! And then what happened?
then you two showed up and nearly got yourselves killed.
I like that we learned the backstory of how about Orson, I think is his name. I'm liking this. It's enjoyable so far. I'm liking it better than I thought I was going to, if I'm honest. Being honest.
And no, Lefty. The team's not getting back together. Once we stop Orson, I'm out of here.
That's a secret stop for you. Never stay
I like how she talks to the fruits, vegetables, and his hand like Buck does. Ugh, that brain. Kind of disturbing.
He's built an army. I'm going to RSVP no for this party.
We need to get out of here.
Need to get Rudy. Rudy and the that mommy T-Rex that Sid was with in the third movie.
It's because he...
Never mind.
Let's work this out like family. Yeah.
They're like an old married couple.
Words. I eat it. High five.
Oh God.
When's tea ready, Mum?
Huh? I don't know why. A lot of times I find when people talk in their sleep, it's so funny. I had a friend of mine that one time talked in his sleep, and he all of a sudden he just randomly says, "The buses are nice." And then literally seconds later he goes, "I think I'm going to skip school tomorrow." I'm like, "What?"
It's all good, Buck.
Is it Rudy? Oh no, it's the T-Rex. The T-Rex is like drunk now. Where are the? I'm trying to figure out where the baby T-Rexes are. Not also Rudy. Kind of reminds me of Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I just heard a little bit of Jurassic Park Velociraptor sounds.
Back off. He's family. Besides, he's high in saturated fats. The truth is,
He said the answer is in our chest fur.
Aha. There you go.
3, 2, 1. I did. But. Oh, come on, guys. We're not falling for that. We didn't fall for it the first time.
It's not them falling for it, it's them doing it.
What? You imbeciles!
Oh, I thought she was gonna eat him. Maybe Rudy will eat him.
I'm okay. Where's your choo? Yeah, yeah, boring. Just so boring. Total snooze fest.
They're gonna stay. One more hug for Big Sister. And music.
Promise me you'll visit all the time.
Aw.
We will. Especially when we need something.
I actually got chills from that. That was nice.
Change is scary, but it is the way of the world. And now I realize it can help us grow into
The pumpkin.
even if that takes us to new places. The only thing that stays the same is the love we have for each other. That's the thing about a herd. You're a part of it, even when you're apart.
Can you believe it? The boys are back. Again. And they want lunch.
I'm a bad boy doing good things.
That was really enjoyable and better than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I think it was better than the fourth and the fifth one, really, to be honest. I mean, I really enjoyed the fourth and fifth one, like I said in the beginning, but I think this was better than those two. I really think so. Probably because, hold on. No, don't make that stick. No, not again.
Well, one thing's for certain. With those two around,
The lost world will never be the same.
Okay. As I was saying, it was really enjoyable. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see Scrat in this movie. I was hoping we'd see Scrat in this movie, and we didn't at all. Not at all. And that's the only thing I probably would say that's a negative about this movie. Not maybe not the only thing, but that's one of the negatives about this movie. Another negative is, of course, not the original voice cast not returning, sadly, for Manny, Ellie, Diego, Sid, and maybe even Crash and Eddie. I don't know if Crash and Eddie are voiced by the same person or not. I know Buck is. One thing I will say too about this movie, I don't really think I agree with the title. It says The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild, and the movie was mainly more about Crash and Eddie, so I really think it should have been The Ice Age Adventures of Crash and Eddie, really, not Buck Wild. Don't get me wrong, I like Buck Wild. He was in this movie quite a bit, but I think it should have been more about the title should have been with Crash and Eddie in it, not Buck Wild. Like I said, this movie was more about Crash and Eddie than it was Buck Wild, and it seemed and even though I still think kind of part of me still thinks that this movie takes place between the events of Dawn of the Dinosaurs and Continental Drift, it seems like it actually takes place after the events of Collision Course, because they're referencing like the events of all of the previous films, all of them, as like Collision Course, Continental Drift, all that kind of stuff, especially when they mentioned it in the beginning. I was like, that made me think like, oh, maybe it takes place after the events of Collision Course. Well, I'm surprised they never really mentioned, if it does, they never mention Peaches. She's not in it, unless she's off doing her own thing. And yeah, but anyways, I'll have a review up for this movie before this reaction is up. I'm hoping to get it done editing soon. I've gotten better and quicker at editing when it comes to editing my reaction videos. But my review will definitely be up before the reaction is up. So yeah, that was my reaction to the new Ice Age movie, Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. If y'all could please do me a favor, please give this video a like and or subscribe to my channel, and I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.